Hey NOC folks, a quick video on how to complete summer work and where to provide critique. So if you go to the Naka Share, you will see Naka Curriculum, and in this folder you will see three folders. Content team folders are last year's summer work. That'll be important in a moment. Summer 2018 is where all the work will go from this year, and then UBD tutorials are short videos and other resources that we put together to help you through the process of creating a UBD if you're new to it or just want to push into that. So everything is going to go into summer 2018 curriculum work. I went through and put a fresh template in these folders for each one of you. So if I go into 6th grade, I'll see each teacher in sixth grade, and thus the team that will critique each other this summer. If I go into Diane's work, I will see a fresh copy of a year-long and a fresh copy of a unit. Now, if Diane wants to get rid of these and put her curriculum from last year, from 17-18, into this folder and then work on those, she can simply remove these. You can just right-click and remove them. Go back to the Naka Curriculum folder, and in Content Teams, she'll be able to find her folder that she worked in last year. Remember, in Native Lit, and there's Diane, and then she can pull her various curriculum. You can simply copy it all. So make a copy. It'll make copies of all of them. You probably don't want to just move them all together. And then you can right-click, move to. She can go back to the Naka Curriculum folder, 2018, find herself in 6th grade, and simply move here. But that's up to each of you. If anybody needs help with that, please let me know. So the second thing that I want to talk about is how to give critique. This summer, we've tried to make it a little more streamlined. And so the dates for 2018 curriculum can be found right here, and this is the contract that I handed out. So the dates are July 1st, so we should make sure that we change that. So it's July 1, July 15, and then August 1st. So the first draft needs to be done by July 1st. The critique needs to be done in the window of July 1 to July 15, and then the revision to your own UBDs by August 1st. Same thing over here if you're on option 2, so June, July 15th, and then August 1st. So remember, if you're doing to option 2, you still need to critique your peers between July 15th and, July 1st and July 15th. Okay, so again, you can find that in the summer folder, the summer 2018 curriculum folder. So if I'm ready, I'm past the initial window, so it's July 1st to July 15th. Let's say I'm in the 6th grade team. I'm going to go in here, and if I'm Diane, I'm going to first critique Charlene's. So I open Charlene's folder. One really important point, we're only going to critique year-long curriculum, not unit curriculum. You need to make sure your unit 1 or whatever unit you're revising or creating is in this folder, in your folder for this year, this summer, but we're only going to critique the year-long. So I open up Charlene's. If I'm Diane, I will be able to see all of Charlene's work in the same templates that we've used before. One quick note is there is that grade level land-based performance task that needs to be completed, and that is now in stage 2. So that's a sort of group task, and you all can decide in grade levels how you want to tackle that. Otherwise, it's all the same. And if I go to the very bottom, I'll see the rubric that I showed you last week when I introduced all of this. So it's the Naka UBD rubric. There are directions in red here to complete, read over the UBD, and initial in the does not meet, partially meets, or meets categories according to your critique above, or your critique of the curriculum above. And so in order to do that, let's say that I look at Charlene's stage 1 transfer statement, and I believe that it's goes along with the lines with what a transfer statement should. And I come into this criteria and I say JK for Josh Krause meets or Diane Willie. And then I move to the next one and the next one. And so eventually this will be Diane Willie, Stacy Leslie, Kane White, right? And maybe or maybe Kane is over here, and Stacy and Diane are here. So you don't have to agree with each other. You just want to give the person that you're critiquing a sense of where they're at. Then when you're done with that part, scroll down, and the last thing is to provide feedback. So Kane White will come here and he'll give narrative feedback to Charlene about what he could see, where he could see improvement along any lines. Maybe it's cultural relevant lines, or in terms of academic rigor. So all comments are entirely up to you. So that's it. All you're going to do one more time, find yourself in the team folders. Everybody has one. Make sure you exchange your curriculum if you want to use your older curriculum and revise that. And by all means, let me know if you have questions. I will sit down with you and walk you through the process one-to-one, virtually or at an agreed upon place somewhere in Albuquerque. Okay, if you have questions, let me know. Thanks. Bye.